Hello, my name is Mark Mariner and welcome back to my channel. This is the third in a series of videos that I have been offering on the theme of the journey of five hearts. And in my last video, I talked about a particular phenomenon that I've been noticing with quite a bit of frequency with my clients. And that particular phenomenon I call the Spell of Unworthiness, the Specter of distorted core beliefs, and the Snare of Reenactment. And so I want to talk to you today about how to break that spell, how to untangle these distorted core beliefs and stop the snare of reenactment. We are all walking around on this planet in one form or another under the spell of unworthiness. That's something that occurred very early on in our life, rooted in not getting the right conditions for our original heart to unfold. Once that spell takes hold in us, we begin to develop these very deeply entrenched, distorted core beliefs, which then become our identity, and then we begin to reenact. The first step to breaking the spell is following our heart. This spell is so deeply in us, and it's very deeply embedded in our mind. And it's without an experience of our heart, without experiencing the aliveness of our heart, it's very hard to penetrate that deep, deep, entrenched pattern in us. We can't just use our mind to untangle it. It's not going to work. So we have to take steps to follow what makes my heart come alive and to listen to those. For some people, it's taking a walk into nature. For other people, it's going for a swim. For other people, it's being with a loved one. For others, it's meditating and taking time alone. Whatever it is that helps you connect with your heart and feel alive and feel love emanating from your heart or being loved. We need that energy in order to break this very entrenched pattern inside. The second step, once we begin to soften this mind-dominated pattern by an experience of our heart, the second step is awareness. I can't do anything if I don't know I'm in the trance. I don't know I'm under this spell. And most of us don't. Unfortunately, we're walking around with this spell of unworthiness, with these distorted core beliefs, unconscious. Sometimes our loved ones can help us. Sometimes it's easier to sort of catch the patterns, like, why am I in this kind of relationship again and again? And what's happening in those relationships? What kind of behavior do I see myself experiencing when I'm in those relationships that bother me, that seem repetitive? Those are the kinds of things that usually, unfortunately, it takes some time. It takes some recreating, the reenactment several times for us to finally recognize maybe it's not all outside that's causing my unhappiness. Maybe there's some patterns inside me that I have to take a deeper look at. So that's the second step, awareness, becoming aware, catching the pattern, and being humble, because it's just so much easier to feel like I'm a victim and it's all happening outside of me and that's just the way it is, that these people don't care about me, etc., etc. The third step is a really important piece. Once I become aware that I'm kind of in a reenactment pattern, that I'm living something, and then I need to start to begin to recognize and separate the present event from the past experience. And I have to kind of go to a place where I suddenly recognize, oh, wait a minute, I feel like this person's doing this to me, but I'm wondering if this isn't touching something inside me, if this is an old pattern inside. And begin that process of de-dramatizing the present and stepping back and looking at, this is something going on in the past. I can feel that it's deeper. This is part of the reenactment in the trance, is I want to make it all about the present. This person's doing to me. This activity is doing it to me. It's causing this pain in me. The truth of the matter is, it's all about this primal, early experience of suffering and spell and the distorted belief that I'm holding. So once I can actually, in a way, step out of the present and say, what's going on right now? What am I feeling right now? What is that feeling inside me that I'm experiencing? I'm sensing, even though I want to put it all on the present, I'm sensing this is activating something from the past. And that's the fourth and sometimes the most difficult step, which is actually being present with love to this pain that's in my heart, because that's where it all started. It started with my heart breaking. And so this fourth step is turning to that part of me that's never really experienced love and presence. I had to shut down to that because it was the people that cared for me the most and that I was most dependent on that caused the heartbreaking in the first place. So that fourth step is a really long process, but it's a very healing process of turning and sitting with that place and saying, what's going on right now? What am I feeling? Where is that coming from? How old am I? And allowing those feelings that oftentimes have never been allowed to be expressed come up, surface, and empty out. As I do that, that early broken heart starts to heal. And as I start to heal, I can start to recognize that the beliefs that I established about myself were in fact just what they are, beliefs. They're not the truth. It was just my way of making sense of reality at the time. And that the truth is, I am loved. And there are people that care about me today, even if I wasn't experiencing it back then. And that I'm not stupid. And that I do belong. All those beliefs that I held on to so deeply were just what they are, formulated opinions at the time that made sense for me. So as I begin to allow that broken heart to heal, I can let go of these deeply entrenched beliefs and then notice myself wanting to reenact it, and then catching that and stepping back from it and say, oh, there I go again. I'm trying to play out that pattern of feeling like nobody can really love me. I'm not worthy enough. I'm not lovable enough, etc. These are the 4 steps that I lead my clients through in this journey of breaking the spell of unworthiness, coming out of this trance. And it's such a vital piece. I'm feeling a deep, deep urgency that we break out of this phenomenon because it's doing so much damage in our individual hearts, in our relationships, and in our world. These last 2 videos is just one phenomenon in learning how to break out of broken heart and survival heart. In the videos to come, I'm going to flesh out even more pieces of this puzzle on the journey of the 5 hearts to help clarify and crystallize so that we can move forward out of survival heart into the heart-centered heart and the sacred heart, which is where we're meant to be. If you've heard all these steps and you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed, that's exactly why I'm here. I'm here to help. Make sure you visit my website at markmariner.com and click the contact link to set up a consultation with me. I so look forward to hearing from you, and thank you for watching.